All right, bro, I know I'm gonna change your mind and blow your mind straight away, like in this video. So go ahead and click subscribe right now, because I know this is gonna give you so much value. So let's jump straight into it. The reason you will never be able to attract a woman if you are under 6 foot is very simple, and it's one reason. It's not your height. No, it's what you believe it was your height. No, it's because you believe that being 6 foot or underneath 6 foot is preventing you from being attractive to women or attracting women. It's as simple as that. Now, this is the way I'm gonna put it to you, and this is the part that's gonna blow your fucking mind. Something funny happens. When you believe yourself, or if somebody tells you, hey, being under 6 foot is unattractive to women, and you see this everywhere on the internet, you see those TikToks, those YouTube shorts, those Instagram reels about mental health and about girls saying, you know, if he's under 6 foot, we won't date him. If he's under 6 foot, it's an ew, it's a pass. You've seen those, and maybe you've started to believe it. You know, there's no chance. Being shorter than a woman, the woman won't find you attractive, right? And it kind of makes sense, because as the man, you want to be taller than the woman so that she feels protected under your strength and not the other way around. It seems like when you're shorter than the woman is the one that takes care of you and protects you. At least it seems that way, doesn't it? So something funny happens when you do believe that women won't find guys under 6 foot attractive, is that, well, you start to believe it, don't you? So when you start to talk to a girl who's taller than you, that thought pops into your mind, doesn't it? And it starts to cause anxiety, doesn't it? The thought pops in. You're talking to a 6'1" girl, you're 5'7", talking, and then immediately, just randomly into this innocent conversation, the thought pops into your mind. Man, I wish I was more taller than 6 foot, otherwise I would have attracted her. Immediately that thought causes anxiety, doesn't it? Because now you see this girl who's taller than you, and because you've already believed that you will never get her because you're shorter than her, you feel anxiety because it's like you've lost her. This beautiful girl, 6'1", 6 foot tall, you've lost her, you can't get her. And so you start to feel anxiety. You start to feel bad, you start to feel a bit lonely and a bit depressed. You start to think, man, why was I born this short? I wish I was born taller. If I was born taller, guaranteed, I would have that girl. That girl would be attracted to me. If I was taller than that woman, she would be attracted to me. She would talk to me in a different way, wouldn't she? She would treat me differently, wouldn't she? I wish I was taller so that I could be more attractive and that any woman that I talk to would get attracted to me. Well, guess what happens? It's not the fact that you're shorter that is causing the woman to not be attracted to you. Something else funny is happening here, and you might not have noticed it, and I'm here to tell you what it is. The fact that you believe that your height is the reason she won't be attracted to you, and because of this creating anxiety, this is what prevents you from getting a woman attracted to you, because you begin to act in a way where you're unattractive. You begin to fiddle with your fingers. You can't hold eye contact because you think she's out of your league, right? So you can't hold eye contact. You keep looking left and right. Your voice starts to rush. You start fidgeting and you start moving around. You can't stay still, because what's happening is, while you're talking to this woman, all your lizard brain is telling you is, dude, what are you doing? She's out of your league. She's taller than you. She doesn't find you attractive. You're too short for her. You're not too good looking for her. You're not good enough for her. That's all your brain is repeating and regurgitating to you, while you are here trying to hold a decent, innocent conversation with a woman. So is that no surprise why that she won't be attracted to you? Now think about it this way. For a woman, security is important, isn't it? And again, we made that example earlier that, you know, if you're taller than the woman, she would feel more secure in your presence. Whereas if you're shorter than her, well, it might seem a bit like, oh, she's the one protecting you. It's a logical thing to make, right? Well, think about it this way. If it was so, and I need you to listen here, please. I need you to listen, please. If it was so easy for you to believe that you being shorter than 6 foot is the reason why you will never attract a woman, imagine how easy it would be for you to believe what anybody else says about you. Now you're with this woman, and all that woman is thinking about is, if this guy believes that him being short is unattractive, what will he believe when he gets fired from his job? What will he believe when he gets rejected from a job offer? What will he believe about himself when he sets a goal but isn't able to achieve it? Because think about it, again, if it was so easy for us to be deceived into thinking, yep, I'm shorter than 6 foot and I will never find a woman in my life, well then, if you applied for a job and you got rejected, would you believe, yep, I got rejected from a job and I will never be able to find a job in my life? Would you believe that? Because that is exactly what the woman is thinking, and that is exactly what the woman is worried about, which is why she doesn't find you attractive. Because if you guys were together and you got rejected from a job and you couldn't even hold it in place, you couldn't hold your emotions in place, well then, why would a woman want to be with a guy like that? Aren't you supposed to be the one providing security and being the rock for her? Aren't you the one supposed to be calm so that when she has a bad day, she can come to you and feel secure? Well then, if you have a bad day, what is that going to change about the way you believe in yourself? If work didn't go the way it was supposed to today, would you just start to feel super depressed and start telling yourself, oh, I'm not worth it, while you're with a woman? That is exactly why a woman will never find you attractive. Not because you're actually shorter than 6 foot, but because you so easily believe what other people have told you. You so easily believe in this negative connotation. That is the reason why she will never find you attractive. Because again, if you can so easily fall for this lie, imagine what other lies you're going to fall for. Imagine when you have a bad day at work and your woman also has a bad day at work. So your woman is hoping that you're home and she can come to you and tell you all her problems, and maybe you'll hug her, maybe you'll kiss her, right? Maybe you'll take her out for dinner. That is what she's hoping. But when she gets home and there you are crying on your bed because work was tough today, do you think she's going to be attracted to you? Seriously. So again, what happens? You believe this thing about yourself, so you go and talk to the woman, and when you're talking to this woman, she can easily tell that you're anxious, that you're nervous, and that you don't believe in yourself, and immediately she's already made up her mind. Yep, this guy will never be able to get with me. Because if this guy that is talking to me is feeling this anxious by talking to me, imagine how anxious he would feel if somebody wanted to hit me, if somebody wanted to touch me in an inappropriate way. Would this guy feel anxious? Would he stand up for me? Would he protect me? Or would he allow his anxiety to take him over? This woman is thinking this, right? If we have no money and no income, and all I have to do is trust in this guy, is this guy gonna break down and cry and give up on everything? Because if he is so easily affected by my beauty, and if he so believes that being shorter than 6 foot is the reason why he'll never find a woman, how can he hold a job? How can he stand up for himself? How can he protect his woman? How? Like, there's no chance, right? Same thing applies. If you believe, oh man, that woman is out of my league, right? She's out of my league. I'll never get with a woman like that. If you have this low self-esteem about yourself, the reason she won't find you attractive is because when you two are out on a night out and some idiot motherfucking guy comes up and slaps your girl's ass, literally, you won't even have the balls to stand up for her. That's why she doesn't find you attractive. So the next time you think I'm shorter than 6 foot, I'll never find a woman, think to yourself, nah, I'm just a bitch and no woman wants to be with a fucking bitch. I'm just a pussy. I get affected by everything so easily. I'm a little bitch. And this is why I'll never find a woman. So as long as you stop being a little bitch, you'll find a woman. Now things are in your control, isn't it? Because if you just say, oh, I'm under 6 foot and I will never find a woman, well, you've just given up on life, haven't you? And if you're going to give up on finding a woman that easily, imagine how easily you'll give up when you're not making enough money, when your girl is, complaining to you, when your girl wants you to go get a better job. Imagine how easily you'll give up. Imagine how easily you'll give up when your kids are wanting a better home to live in. Doesn't that make sense? If you can so easily give up by saying, yep, I'll never find a woman because I'm not attracted enough, because I'm not 6 foot, because I don't have this eye or this shape of face, I'll never find a woman. You're giving up, aren't you? And what kind of a woman wants to be with a guy who can so easily give up? That's the reason why you'll never find a woman. Not because you are shorter than 6 foot, not because you're 5'5", for God's sake. It's because you believe it. And because you believe it, your body has to act out what you believe in. Simple as that. So I hope there's 2 things now you realize. 1, it's in your control. And 2, you're a bitch. So if it's in your control and you just change it, well then you'll stop being a bitch. That's it. Now it's not out of your control. Your life isn't over. It's not done for you. Your story isn't finished here just yet. You still have growth to do. And as long as when you're talking to a woman who is taller than you, and you talk to her like you're taller than her, like it doesn't even cross your mind that you're shorter than this woman, and the fact that she brings it up is like so weird to you because you haven't even thought about it, that's where you have to be. That's where we want you to be. I hope, again, I know this changed your life. I know it did. I know it changed your perspective. So go ahead and click subscribe right now.